All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our artificial intelligence course and we're still doing our learning module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, last night, if you recall, we were plotting a graph for our x axis and our y axis for our humidity and pressure for rainy days or not rainy days, and we're just going to build off of that for tonight. Now, what we would like for the computer to be able to do is to train a model such that if we ever are presented with a new input that doesn't have a label associated with it, something like the y dot in our graph, not to be associated with the y axis. Let me show you exactly what we mean here. As you can see, we have a new input here, or y, in our graph amongst the x's and o's. Now let's go back up and see what's going on with that. So we would like to know if we should classify this Y as a rainy day, an O, or not a rainy day, an X. Based on visuals alone, we would probably say that it belongs in a rainy day category based on its placement on the graph. It might not be totally accurate, but it is a pretty good guess. And this type of algorithm is a pretty popular one in machine learning, the nearest neighbor classification. And the nearest neighbor classification is an algorithm that, given an input, chooses the class of the nearest data point to that input. So let me go ahead and before that, and by class we just mean category, like rain or not rain, counterfeit or not counterfeit, etc., etc. And we choose the category or class based on the nearest data point. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like again. So since our Y is situated amongst the O's, we will probably go ahead and classify this as a rainy day, since the O's represent rainy days and the Y's represent not rainy days. As you can see, it's classified as a rainy day because it is amongst the most nearest point of the rainy days. So that's why we would probably call the Y a rainy day if we had to classify it. All right, so let's keep on reading. All right, we choose the category based on class. Okay, so given all that data we just looked at, we'll just check to see if the nearest data point is an X or an O, like I just explained to you. And depending on the answer to that question, we are able to make some sort of judgment. We are able to say something like we think it's going to be an O or an X, depending on where it's placed. That's pretty much all we did tonight. We just added some more inputs to our graph. We added some more. You see the XT, you see the Z here. We did add some new random inputs. I'm not going to go over all those tonight because I do have something I want to run for you. Since we didn't have any code to run tonight, I decided to put something together for you again. Let's get and have a look at that. If I can get everything situated, there we go. And I do have an open editor that I'm going to put this in so we can get ahead and run it and see what's going on with it. So let's do that. Let's do that. Move that back over. Do that. And let's see what's going on with this. Hmm. How far do you plan on taking this Poppy? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, again, that had nothing to do with the artificial intelligence or machine learning. It's just something I wanted to run for you guys. We didn't get to run any code, so I decided to put that together for you. But of course, I'm going to keep you guys posted every step of the way of our artificial intelligence journey, and I'm going to keep you with me. But for now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.